Hey everyone, thanks for coming to the 2011 Shampoo Award Show. Today we're going to be recognizing a few of the best games released this year, and luckily we have representatives from each winning game company this year to come up and receive the 2011 Golden Shampoo Award.
Isn't that a spice?
Anyway, remember to tip your waitress and enjoy the show.
The graphically superior Crysis presented a true challenge for Crytek when they took the task of releasing a sequel to this futuristic story. Crysis 2 continues the trend of multiple ways of playing the game in order to reach the objective, as well as keeping the unique gameplay style that incorporated the nanosuit. In a broken down and overrun New York City, you take on the task of fighting off new alien invaders while exploring the origins of the nanosuit itself. Now with the new CryEngine 3, Crysis 2 easily surpassed its predecessor through its graphics, as seen with its amazing and lifelike swimming view. Unfortunately, not much praise can be given to the beta of Crysis 2, which can only be described as exciting as watching paint dry. Needless to say, Crysis 2 still remains in the highest levels of the best looking games out there, which is why it is awarded with the Best Graphics of the Year award.
After the first Infamous game was released for free over the spring, the demand for the sequel skyrocketed. The developers at Sucker Punch Studios had a tall order to fill, but they filled it beautifully with Infamous 2. In Infamous 2, the player took the role of Cole, an individual that was granted superhuman power over electricity and tasked with defeating a giant monster made of poo that was going to destroy the world. In this riveting tale governed by the player's moral choices, Cole McGrath, continuing his shocking story of fighting fellow mutants, holds the choice that can either save the entire world or destroy it. With more firepower in both your attacks and your choices, Infamous 2 arguably surpasses its predecessor in every way, which, in a year dominated by sequels, has earned it the coveted Best Sequel award.
DICE introduces Battlefield 3 into the late releases of 2011 as the main competitor to Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer's Modern Warfare 3. Battlefield brings to the table aspects the game franchise specializes in, using the new and improved Frostbite 2 engine. Battlefield 3 has much to offer, including one of the widest arsenal of weapons and vehicles available in a modern-day first-person shooter. DICE and EA were also nice enough to give those who pre-ordered Battlefield 3 free access to their recently released first map pack, Back to Karkand. The map pack included 4 completely remastered maps redone in the Frostbite 2 engine. With the engine upgrade, the maps were done much more beautifully than they were done in the previous Battlefield 2. The added destruction and more practical style gameplay, at least compared to other shooters, separates Battlefield from its competitors in terms of how well it can visually and mentally engulf a player to feel as an actual military soldier. Because of the notable improvement in graphics and as well as gameplay, Battlefield 3 is being awarded the Most Realistic Shooter of the Year award.
Dragon Age 2 takes the world of Dragon Age into a whole new direction, where Ferelden civilian Hawk is forced to leave his home after the attack of the Darkspawn. Hawk's family takes the voyage to Kirkwall, where they find that the Hawk family fortune, which was expected to be there, is actually lost. Dragon Age 2 tells the story of the champion as they grow from a simple peasant of Kirkwall into one of the greatest legends the city has ever seen. The player is forced to choose between tough decisions all game, finally leading to the epic battle between Mage and Templar. On the way, Hawk meets several companions who affect the story greatly, and interacting with these characters attaches the player to the story even more. Although many may argue Dragon Age 2's story is quite unfinished, the tail and final climax of the game was one of the best stories I have ever had the pleasure to listen to my entire life. For this, Dragon Age 2 is being awarded the Most Epic Game of the Year award, and my personal choice as Game of the Year.
Physics-based puzzle mindfucker, Horror 2 was this year's sequel to the critically acclaimed minigame from the Orange Box. The game promised a highly anticipated co-op experience, and Valve and company didn't disappoint. After navigating the complex twists and turns of the stellar single player until one's brains were reduced to seeming like goo, players and their buddies were treated to a whole new round of puzzles that introduced the always frustrating concept of teamwork. By integrating the PC gaming juggernaut Steam into its console game and offering a free PC download with every console disc, Portal 2 allowed the player to venture further into traps of their own creation. It was the incredibly rewarding and satisfying co-op experience that won this game the Best Co-op award for the year.
Not since the days of Paul Blart the video game has a game put the player through such a lifelike, realistic experience, quite like the Uncharted series. The latest Uncharted both revealed the origins of the main characters Drake and Sully and launched them on the most dangerous adventure the duo have faced yet, with challenges that both bring back painful memories and also makes them question their future. Plus, Sully dies at the end and we were like, oh shit, what the fuck is this shit? Damn! Anyways, with beautifully crafted landscapes and levels that move and crumble beneath the player's feet, no game this year, or perhaps ever, has been more deserving of the award for the most cinematic game of the year.
Dragon slaying, zombie infestations, Russians attacking, they've all been done before. Catherine brings to the table something new. As main protagonist Vincent Brooks scales immensely difficult and enormously tall walls, he is taunted with a new girl in his life, Catherine, who beckons him into cheating with his current girlfriend, Catherine. This love and lust-driven story keeps players engaged in the game despite the fact that the puzzles are near impossible to complete. In fact, the game is so difficult, there are only 350 people on the leaderboards who have completed the game's most challenging puzzle, Axis Mundi. However, the main gameplay isn't all that attracts players to the game. The intriguing storyline keeps players wanting to beat each puzzle to learn what happens next, and the choose-your-own-ending style of the game just adds more flavor. Because of the excellent mixture of gameplay and story, Catherine is awarded the Most Unique Game of the Year award.
Modern Warfare 3 was the third installment of the Modern Warfare series. Its single player tying up the loose ends of Modern Warfare 2 and finishing up the story that began in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Most players, however, buy Modern Warfare 3 because of its expansive multiplayer. Modern Warfare 3 holds the biggest entertainment launch of all time, selling nearly 9 million pre-orders. Eager hardcore players bought the game on launch date to finish the story that started in 2007 and play in the always fast-paced multiplayer that the Call of Duty series has to offer. Casual players and players new to the Call of Duty series jumped into the game to follow the hype and jump into the immense multiplayer fanbase Call of Duty had already established. For this, Modern Warfare 3 is being awarded the Most Anticipated Game of the Year award.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. I realize the fact that this award show's a year late, but this took me a ton of editing, a ton of work went into making this. So if you want to help me out, you can go ahead and go to the Machinima Army Respawn app and bump this video. You'll be able to see how to do that in the description if you don't know how to. And all the songs were taken from those games' soundtracks that you heard in the background of whoever was commentating. You can go ahead and check out those songs. The names and whatnot are in the description. I want to thank my friends Kyle, Brain, RJ, Ryan for commentating, capturing the gameplay, whatever they did. Thanks for the help, and if you guys want to see more of this, click on that subscribe button. And have an awesome 2012, dudes. I'll see you later.